Aloha kids! Keiki Ministry, this is Auntie Carm again. I want to read you folks a book. It's called A Kid's Book About COVID-19, Coronavirus Disease 2019 by Malia Jones. So it's a book meant for you folks so you understand it better. So she dedicates this book to her boys Owen and Despin, the best teachers she ever had. So her name is Malia. She's a social epidemiologist. So that means she studies how humans spread diseases. She's a scientist. So she said she doesn't want to be confused with a friendly hippopotamus. She is a social epidemiologist, the author of this book, the one who wrote it. So this is her book about new disease called COVID-19. Do you know what that stands for? It stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019. COVID-19 because started really in 2019. Now that you've definitely heard about COVID-19 or its more common name coronavirus because everyone is talking about it all the time. It's a pandemic. A pandemic means it's a disease outbreak that's happening all over the world. So not only in the United States or in Hawaii, it's everywhere. So the sad thing is school might be closed, sports might be canceled, and even the grown-ups around you might be a bit scared. And it's okay to feel scared even if you're a grown-up. It seems like the entire world is thinking about one thing. So we can only, trust in Jesus. And it's okay to be scared for a little while, but then we have to think, who has the whole world in his hands. Remember that song? He has the whole world in his hands. I think you know that song. So coronavirus. So I'm here to tell you what coronavirus is and isn't. So coronavirus is a new disease. So COVID-19 has never existed in the entire history of the world until now. That means no one has ever had it. So COVID-19 is caused by a virus, not a bacteria, not a fungi, not a fungus, or whatever has other microbiome. It's caused by a virus. So a virus is a very tiny thing and you need a microscope to see it. So it can get inside our body and makes lots of copies of itself, and that's how we get sick. So you've definitely have a virus before, like the cold, when you have runny nose, fever, or flu, you have all of that. It's caused by a virus. But coronavirus can also cause fever, cough, stuffy nose, shortness of breath, or headache. So some people who get it, they never even know they have it, and they're never sick. And some people just like feeling, tired. But there's some people who can get sick, really, 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 really sick. So sick they have to go to the hospital. If they get too sick, they could even die from the virus. Lucky for you, little kid. They got you folks your age don't really usually get sick when they get the coronavirus, but the sad part is you can still give it to other people like your tutu, your papa, your mommy, your daddy, or your other family members. So you might have heard coronavirus is just like the flu. That's not true. It is not. There's a lot of virus. Coronavirus is not like the flu, and here's why. It's different because doctors don't really know how to treat coronavirus like how we treat the flu, but they're working on that. It's new. There's no vaccine to it. A vaccine is a medication that keeps you from getting a virus by giving your body instructions how to fight it later on. So usually the vaccines we have from school or some shot or through our nose. But the doctors are working on the vaccine for coronavirus, but no one has ever had it before. Remember, it's new. Excuse me. So it's spreading faster. So the one thing about it, that's why we have to all stay home, remember, because Coronavirus COVID-19, it infects everybody quick, and it's really good at getting people sick. It is more dangerous compared to flu because people who get COVID-19 are more likely to get it, very likely to get very sick and die of it. Well, I'm gonna repeat that. It's more dangerous than the flu because the people who can get COVID-19 are more likely to get very sick and die of it. Especially those who's really old and who are already sick with another disease. Think of the other people you know in your family or friends, of just people you know who are older and already have sickness. So there's still a lot we don't know about the coronavirus because it's new, and scientists are actually learning new things every day about it. But one thing we do know is how you get it. Virus snot. Everybody say snot. Ew, snot. So when someone coughs or sneezes, snot and spit flies out of our noses, an atomic bomb of germs. Germs are tiny particles that can cause you to get sick. So viruses are germs, and bacteria is another kind, remember? So those germs land on all sort of things. They stick here, it can live for a few days over there, door handles, tables, pencils, even sandwiches. Those things has always been touched. So that's why we need to make sure we wash our hands often and we wipe down those frequently touched areas. The one that we always use our hands to use, like the door handles or the tables, that we wipe that with disinfectant. So when you touch something that has virus on it, guess what? They stick to your hands, and then you rub your eye, and then you can get virus in your eye, or you pick your nose, or you stick your finger in your mouth. Oh no! So that's why, remember? Or you touch your sandwich and put the sandwich in your mouth. Now there is a virus in your mouth. You can even accidentally breathe those little bits of snot if you're close to someone who sneezes their cough. That's why it's really important to cough on our, the bend of our elbow, and also wash our hands if we cough on our hand. So viruses are really happy in the mouth and nose because they love that area. That's where they can make lots of copies of themselves. And the virus is smart because when you cough or sneeze, then that's how it transmits to other people. So they like to live in those areas that they can easily be transmitted. They don't go on any other place like your stomach or anywhere because they like the nose and the mouth, and that's where they go from our nose to our lungs. And yes, I know it's disgusting and tell me, Auntie Cara, it's so disgusting. I know. So scientists call this droplet transmission. When we sneeze or cough, sometimes when people even sing, they can see their spit. Droplet transmission is one way viruses can get one from one person to another. It catches right on small drops of spit or snot. Can't even see it sometimes. I know this might seem really scary and you might want to panic, and lots of grown-ups seems to panic too, and it's a little scary, but remember who has the whole world in his hands, and who got the little babies, and who got you in his hands. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling, but this is what you can do to help. I'm gonna stop there and say, first of all, we need to put our smart hat on and really use our little brain to see how we can spread it now, because we know that from coughing or sneezing we can get it, or from our snot or spit we can get it, or other people can give it to us. So we don't pick our nose. Yes, you heard it. And then put it in our mouth. Ugh. Even if your fingers, you say it's not dirty, they could still have viruses on them. You should try. You should keep your hands out of your nose and your mouth. Even if you insist on picking your nose, even after an actual scientist just told you not to, do it with clean hands. Wash your hands. Who has their favorite song that they can sing for 20 seconds? Baby Shark is actually 20 seconds. You sing your happy birthday twice or any of your songs that you like for 20 seconds. Just 20 seconds. You have to make sure it's soap and water, and then make sure you just don't put a little bit soap or a little bit water, but just really it's the friction. So the friction with the soap and water actually clean your hands. So you really have to do your top and bottom, side to side. So you really need to wash your hands effectively, really good. Okay, so we also want a cocoon for a little while. The little butterfly, it hides in its cocoon. It's practicing social distancing until it's ready to fly out. So the same thing with you. It's okay to go outside, but don't do it with lots of kids. Just remember, we have to be 6 feet away. I know it's kind of difficult, but we need to be at home so we don't get it from other people and we stop it from spreading. I know it's hard, but that's the best thing we can do to stop the spread. Oh, we have to stay in our cocoons for a little while because of the coronavirus is spreading so fast that scientists can't test everyone for it all at once. We don't know who has it and who doesn't. And just in case you already have it and you don't even know, we need you to stay away from other people who can get it from you. Are you worried that you already have it and could give it to your grown-ups? Well, if it's not your fault when it happens, and it's not also your job to figure out who has it. The scientists are working on that as fast as they can. All we need to make sure is to protect ourselves, from getting it and really washing our hands and disinfecting surfaces. And it's your job to be a little kid, okay? I need you to understand that. I need you to know that it's okay to be a kid. And while you're just being a kid, you can do a lot for everyone else by doing simple things like again, washing your hands, not picking your nose, and staying home. We need to work together. If we work together, lots of people will not get sick. Less and less people, and then the less people sick, the less people will be in danger. So if we work together, the disease will spread more slowly, and the scientists will have more time to figure out a fast way to test people for the coronavirus, the best treatment, and of course the vaccine. It will take everyone's help to keep away from each other and stop COVID-19 in its tracks. If everyone helps, we can keep ourselves safer and keep the people we love for us around us safer too. So here are lots of information about it. Auntie's not gonna Auntie's not gonna go over a lot of them, but just feel free to read it. So I want you to, if you're reading this book or listening to this book with a grown up, I want your grown up to, or your auntie, uncle, mom, or dad, or tutu and papa, whoever is helping you to access the computer, to work with you with these questions. What are you worried about right now? What do you feel when you hear the word coronavirus? Are you sad? Are you relaxed? Are you frustrated? Are you angry? I can say that Auntie is sad because I don't get to see you guys too, and Kualana doesn't see you guys at church. I miss everybody. But all this soon will be over. So you might have some questions about the coronavirus that we didn't talk about. So maybe the adult with you who can explain more. And also you can always, ask Auntie when I see you again, or I'll put my email at the end. So what creatures do you know that use the cocoon for protection? So remember, I already said one who puts a cocoon over them to protect them. And most especially, what are you most grateful for today? I am grateful for you and for your love for Jesus, and I just pray that you continue to not have fear but love, amidst of all of this trouble, and we can only do our part to stop the spread. But most important of all is to pray for all the people in Hawaii, all the people that we love, all the people that is in the world, to for Jesus too, to they know Jesus and they know how to trust Jesus too in this traveling time. So love you guys, and you guys are doing fantastic. You guys are doing awesome. Hope you learn something from this book today. Mahalo.